So here I am, having a computer run the Windows 11 version, the latest version too. Then first, you will check it for yourself as follows. You're going to right-click the Start button here for me, and you choose the line here. Disk Management. Click here. So what does this test mean? So that you know that it's on their computers. How many partitions does it have? So here it is. Now, on my computer, I'm running a drive. The hard drive has a capacity of 500 gigabytes. And here I have two large partitions. The drive partition C contains this Windows I named Windows. And the second largest partition is drive D. And I named it Data so I could store the data. So for the computers, it only has one large partition to install Windows. Then you should back up all important data on drive C into your external storage devices. Let's be safe when we reinstall Win. And if you have two partitions like this, then you just need copy important data on drive C to this D drive to store here so that when we reinstall Win, let's delete this C drive. Then drive D won't affect you. And to back up your data, you'll do the following. Such as here. When I open this PC, you see this. On this D drive of mine, it's a lot of space. It's up to 183 gigabytes free. For now, you just have to just create a folder up here. For example, I named it. The old data is named like this. Then I will copy all the important data on my C drive and put it here. That's it. When you install the Win again, your old data, it's all on drive D. Deleting the C drive will not affect anything. So when you install it, you should do this. The next thing, you should prepare the driver. The driver in the previous video, I was very clear, so I won't say it again, so as not to waste your time. Now, I'll get to the main point. That's how we do it. You can install Windows 11 on any computer. Because there are some machines that you install, well, it won't meet the requirements. And you set it to error. If you know it, it's simple. And for those of you who don't know, it's quite complicated. The easiest way to install, I always tell you. So you're going to create a USB boot. To create a USB boot, there will be many ways to create. Well, you'll open the browser. Here, we'll go to the website. Media creation tool like this. Then you'll go to the link where it says ISO file at the end. This is the link Microsoft.com. Please click here. Then when you get to this page, in this menu, click on the Windows section, and you choose Windows 11 and the latest version. At the moment, I'm making a video. This is the version 2024 update version 24H2. There are many ways to create a USB boot, but there are many of them. There is always a view that I have to use genuine goods. I have to use Microsoft tools. Is okay. That's what it is. So you choose the way that using the tool is. Create Windows 11 installation media. Here's a tool to help you create a USB boot for you to install. Really, this tool is a very good tool. It's perfect. And the owner completely. But besides that, it also has some drawbacks. It's the machines that aren't supported that are the first. And some of those machines, you can't install it. I said only a few, not all of them. And in some devices like that, some of you are involved in that, and you can't install it. But many of them still hold that view. I have to use this tool, so it can't be installed. If any of you hold that view, I can't help it. Because it can't be installed, I will always share with you a way of setting up. It's this. First, you pull down last. Please download the ISO file first. Here you go. You select the ISO file and you click download. It's this item. We choose the language. You can choose the language based on your country. Then you can choose English. US is easiest for you. If your language is not supported, if you want to use your own language, then you will have to install it. any language here. Then when you get to Win, then you just downloaded the language pack. English to your own language. Select English US and click Confirm. It will get the link. This is this link. It is only valid for 24 hours. After 24 hours, you have to do all the steps again. So far, you've only got the link for you to download. Next you will click on 64-bit. Click here. It will open this section, then you click Save. Let's save the ISO file. About the place we want. Here, I will choose to save it to drive D. My D is here, and I put it in. It's old data. Just put it in here and press Save. You can put it anywhere you want. Don't put it in drive C, because when we install the C drive, we delete it. Then you save. And we're waiting for it to load this. So the purpose that I want to share with you is how to download ISO files. And you can use this ISO file again and again. So many times. Until it fails for some reason. Something is wrong, then we can't use it anymore. In fact, you guys, use this file forever. Later, if you want to reinstall the machine, no need to reload. I always share them this way. Now, we wait a moment, let it load. ISO file download. After downloading, you will get a file. ISO for Win 11 like this. So now, we're going to create a USB boot. It's like I said before. Are many people who always hold opinions. You need to create a USB boot with the program. Microsoft's Create Media tool is here. But there are some machines that won't install it. I use a tool I've wanted to share you before. It's Rufus. It's a 100% free tool. It helps you create a bootable USB stick automatically and bypass almost all of Microsoft's barriers have always been. So you install it very easily. Then why don't we use you? Then I'll come in. Go to rufus.ie like this and press enter. It takes you to Rufus's homepage. You pull down. And the Rufus version. The latest at the moment I make a video. This is version 4.7. Click to download the exe file. I also save and add. I chose to save it to the old data. And press save. After downloading, click here to open it. There's the Rufus file. Now, we're going to need a USB. To create a bootable USB, you just calculate as follows. How much is this ISO? That's how much USB you'll need. Here you see our ISO file. Its size is 5.41 gigabytes. I encourage you to choose the USB capacity of at least 8 gigabytes or more for comfort. Because USB 8 gigabytes, when you plug it in, it only gets about the size 7.4 or 7.6 gigabytes only. And if you want to copy some of the apps here. Or is it driver or anything else? I advise you to choose USB 16 gigabytes for comfort. I already have a USB stick in here. And this USB, I've done a USB boot before. This USB stick has a capacity of 32 gigabytes. And now I will run the newly downloaded Rufus run up. I turned all this down. Turn these off. Make it this wide. Here you choose yes. It's going to bring out Rufus's interface. The latest version is April 7th, 2231. Then, get the USB first. If you see there's nothing there, that means it doesn't have a USB. Because many of them, think of it as using a large USB. Many of you are using a portable hard drive. Capacity is 1T, 2T, but when you plug it in, Rufus doesn't recognize it. So here I advise you, don't be greedy. You should choose the small USB that we plugged in. Range from 8 to 64 gigabytes. Okay, it doesn't have to be too big, man. And if you have other storage needs, I would advise you that should use a portable hard drive to store for those needs. Then here appears a message like this. It's found an update that has this DBX. Let it support that part. UEFI Secure Boot. Because you know that this secure UEFI on some of the newer models, it does. So when installing you need go into BIOS to disable it. Turn off the part. If you don't turn off Secure Boot, then you create a USB boot. With this Rufus, when you install Windows, it will not let you install. When you boot it up, it'll give you an error. And many of you have asked me why. Can't get in. You created the video correctly that you cannot boot up. The reason is that in your BIOS, the part that, this secure boot part, you haven't turned it off, so you won't be able to start. It's on the latest Rufus update, 4.7. This, people put it here. A file is a DBX file. This file will automatically be scanned. Is if there's a feature on your machine that is this secure boot, it will be immediately. It's a bypass, which means it gets through. You don't have to come in BIOS to disable this function. This is great. This notice asks if we want to download this update or not. Then we press yes. Let it download, and no is no download. For example, if you don't want to download it, you need to enter the BIOS. Turn off the secure boot before you install it. And if you're lazy, you don't want to enter the BIOS, we will have to load. I press yes here to download, press no to not download. Let it download. There. That way, it's better. You can see that there is no new version. It just ran. So here we are on the home page. The latest version is version 4.7. Then it's the latest. It already has DBX, so it doesn't need to be loaded. The second step is to select the ISO files. The ISO file is on this D drive. This old data. ISO is open. Wait a minute. It's scanning this ISO file. And then after it's done scanning, you will get the information of this ISO file, the volume name of the ISO file. Then here, you will do one more operation. Press Ctrl plus E. Press Ctrl plus E. And you see at the bottom it says Dual UEFI or BIOS mode enabled. It means that when you install, if your device is on a legacy model, you can install it. That your machine is UEFI standard. You can also install UEFI if you don't turn this feature on. For example, your machine is UEFI, you have to create a USB here. That is GBT. If your device is a legacy, you have to be MBR. It's here. Turn on this mode and you will see that it has either BIOS or UEFI. It always means two modes. You can install any type. The part that volume, this label, you can name it. You can name whatever you want. I am lazy here. I don't name it. I just keep it as is. When you're done, press the start button here. It shows this board. This table is a great table, guys. You choose everything here for yourself. What are you doing? So it'll bypass all these steps. Then you can read them carefully. I got used to this article and stopped reading it. Then these items, for machines that aren't supported. When you install Windows, it will ask you to do a lot of things. Very annoying. Rufus, it's amazing, where it bypasses everything so that when you install, will not be entangled in anything. It's also automatic. This place, T14, is named after the user is on my machine here. And if you don't like it, you want to be when it's done, it creates a name for you, another user you will name here. And here it is. I don't need it, so I keep it, T14. Then I press OK. It says that all the data on this USB is erased. If you have important data on the USB stick, you should copy somewhere else. Before you do this, press OK to continue. The rest of the job is to wait, guys. Wait until it's done with the USB. Let's install it, and it's done. And now, we will wait. And then after it's done, we press close. Turn it off. So we've created the USB boot. Guys, so now, we're going to start the machine again. Let me try it out for you. Here is my computer configuration. This is my computer configuration, guys. Running 10th Gen Core i7 and 16 GB RAM. Now, I will restart the machine and install it. Before installing it, I have something to share with you. You open this FISP, and you should name those partition on your machine so that when we install, delete it to avoid confusion. For example, drive C. I always name it Windows, then when I come in, just choose the place. I deleted this Windows. Then it is not afraid of being confused with the data drive. And now we'll restart the computer. This is being updated. I'll start the machine. I'll call up the boot menu. Well, for my computer, to enter the boot menu, usually press F12. And most machines are like that. Almost every machine uses a standard. Press F12 to boot menu. And this is the boot menu on my computer. Then, now, I will move it down the line. USB, you press enter. The USB drive is called SanDisk. I chose SanDisk. I'm waiting for it to boot into USB. It will run very fast. In this step, some of you, oh, no, go inside. Turn off Secure Boot. Then it will not run. It shows error. It is a bug for those versions 4.6 or earlier, guys. As for version 4.7, it has that feature. DPX. I told you earlier, even if you don't go into the BIOS to turn this function off, it still won't report an error. Running through is great. So here's the setup. Interface. Just install it normally. First is Next. Select Keyboard, US, and Next. I will install new here, so check, I agree, to install new. Next up is this step, I accept. Then comes this step. We will choose the right partition to install. You guys, I told you before that I named the place. My old C is called Windows. Now, just need to delete this drive. To install Windows and this drive, along with the small partitions of the system, for example. This 100 megabytes area. This is 16 megabytes. This one is 600 megabytes. I deleted a total of 4 partitions. And the partition below is data, is the partition that drives. D contains data. I have to keep it, guys. Then I choose delete. Wait a minute, let it run. Continue to select here, delete. And this old Windows delete. Then this is recovery, also delete. Then, after deleting it all, you see, it's a partition. This data contains my data, so I didn't delete it. Keep the same. If you delete one, you will lose data. So I told you guys to name it so it's easy to distinguish. It's very important. Then after deleting it, I will choose this place again. Let me install it here. When I choose this, I installed. It automatically splits the partitions. Small system as before. You don't have to do anything. Then you press next. Wait a minute, run. This appears. Press install. It's simple, guys. You see? It can run very well without getting stuck at any step. And especially no error message. It bypasses everything, guys. If you create a USB using Microsoft's tool, then some computers will not allow you to install because it cannot be bypassed. The policy of, according to Microsoft policy, it will not be allowed to go through these steps. And this one is a third-party tool, so it will pass through all these steps. Because many of you say, you guys never use Refis. Well, if you guys have a good way, then you can install it. And here's how I feel. It's easy. Just like it's automatic. I want to share it with all of you. For those who cannot do it, you can follow. You can do it. The rest we wait a moment. Then when it's done running for a while, it comes to this step. It requires you to have an internet connection. As you know, when you connect to the internet, it will run an update. And then it runs around. It takes a lot of time to get around installing Windows with a USB. It will help you to disconnect the internet. So in this step, you will see that it is somewhat. I don't have internet here. If you install it in other ways, it usually doesn't have this button. And you have to use a trick to disconnect the internet. It's very annoying. So here you see now, us choosing. I don't have internet. That, and it will continue. It's completely automatic. You see this? There, you see, it installs very smoothly. This is the thing. I think it's really amazing. When it's installed with Rufus software. To create a WinUSB, you guys look at this. It runs into Windows, you can see. It's automatically over. Okay, do you see? It is great. Wild and to Windows. Then it is very easy. You don't have to do anything, right? And there's almost no need to use a trick. It's also normal. There's no need to do anything, you see. It's almost completely automated. There's only one thing. So in the beginning, we chose the language. Then we choose the partition to install very easily. That's it. When you install Windows, you create a USB. I see this Rufus software. It's amazing. Now, look at this. Now, you want to connect to the internet. Then you're just connected. There is Wi-Fi here, and it is connected. If you don't have Wi-Fi yet, it could be that your computer has not recognized the driver. You have to install the driver. Then how to install driver? In many previous videos, I also often tell you that you have to prepare the driver. In case the machine does not automatically update the driver, you install it. And then there's the other thing, when you install Win. With a USB Rufus. You need to do this when you install Windows. Done. That is you. Right-click on the Start button here. You choose for yourself here. Computer Management. Click here. Then at the window, this you choose the part is Local User and Group. Click here. You can choose to be a user and double-click on it. Select the user you created earlier. Well, the part where Rufus. Oh, so in Rufus earlier I named T14, right? You double-click on it. So you see this here, it's going to have a line that it's built into is. It means that if you restart the machine now, it usually forces you to enter a password. So many of you, when it's done, think it's right. Enter your password here. And you mess around for a while, it's all wrong. So I advise you that when you install, after winning, remember to do this. It's in here, leave it here, and put it here. Password never expire. That he'll never ask. Press Apply checkbox. That's it, guys. The rest of the work is. Go to this Divine Manager. See missing. Driver or not is missing a lot. The driver is missing, you are done. This is how I want to share it with you. So you can install Windows 11. It's on almost any computer. Except, I said, except. These are the new laptops now. Sometimes it will ask the driver of the hard drive. Well, that's a special case. I didn't say. Then we have to integrate the driver, and for laptops that use Intel chips. 10th generation and earlier, or AMD chips, or desktop computers, you can rest assured. It bypasses everything and you install the checkbox. I can assure you that you are almost always. It can install all of you on any machine. I didn't encounter any obstacles. Install the box automatically and it's very smooth. Well, I think this is a very good solution. If you are not familiar with Windows, you can use the solution to install. I didn't see any obstacles, guys. If you have any problem, please contact me at my email on the screen.